everyone, Seth here from Cuba Productions, here to give my State of the Union address, much like President Obama. But mostly before I go into all this stuff about what's been happening, let's go ahead and talk about what's probably the most important first, and that is some new toys that I have for you. This is the most important part. This is a Nikon D5300. This beautiful piece of technology right here. This is really turning out a great picture so far when I've been using it, so I can't wait to use it some more. Came with its, sort of basic kind of lens, and I also have a larger one here for when we gotta zoom in a little bit. The second, and probably most important part for me, almost just as much as the camera, is this thing. This is it's titled on the back here, Tascam Linear PCM Recorder, DR60D Mark II, if you guys are at all interested in the actual model name. And this thing is designed for DSLRs. So as you can see on the side here, it's got our two XLRs. We have our 1/8 inch. Here in the middle, it's got a bunch of other stuff too. But what this allows me to do is it allows me for the first time to use actual microphone inputs. That was the thing. The camera that I'm using right now is a Canon SX30IS. It's built-in lens, pretty much a glorified point and shoot, and it didn't have any microphone inputs. And that was one of the biggest turn-offs for me for the camera, so I really wanted to get something new. And not only does this camera have its own sort of microphone input, but having this will allow me to use actual XLR mics now, professional mics. I didn't get an XLR mic to start out. I did get this lovely Rode video mic here, which actually has been turning out some very nice sound. So yeah, let's actually go ahead and we're gonna swap to the new setup right now before I actually start talking State of the Union stuff. So, and there we go. That's about as good as I'm gonna get it. Anyway, you are now watching me at 1080p 30 frames a second, I think. I would hope so. And you're now hearing the beautiful audio from the microphone, of course. I love this new setup. Everything works really well. The Tascam device works well. Nikon, of course, takes beautiful imagery. And the microphone has sounded really good thus far. So, I mean, here's a comparison. Before. This is after. I mean, it's a huge difference what this camera makes. It's incredible. I really couldn't ask for anything more. So, with that in mind, let's probably get to some of the stuff you're hoping that I'll talk about. First of all, I have a little list here on my phone. You're probably wondering, what happened to Nexus? Weren't you a moderator on Nexus? For those of you who don't know, Nexus was a Minecraft community, gaming community that I moderated. The key word is moderated, past tense. I am no longer on the team. Don't worry. I wasn't fired. I went into an extended leave of absence. So I'm not on the team right now simply because I wanted to focus more on working with the new equipment, really focusing on improving my cinematography skills, and I also just wanted to make some actual comedy sketches, which is one of the things I'm now doing. I'm making some comedy sketches. You can actually watch the first one, bam, right there. And you can see the gag reel too after you watch that one. And I've also got a lot of real life projects going on. I've actually done some work at my high school. I'm going to be doing some work at my high school. There's a huge German project coming up. It's going to be really, really amazing. I'm psyched to get started with it. Apart from that, there's going to be more than just me now. I have a couple friends that are going to be joining me. You'll actually see one of them in the sketch if you haven't already clicked over to watch it. He's a good friend of mine. He's written a couple scripts. He's very cinematically minded, so he knows what he's doing, and it's fun to work with him. He's a really cool guy. I also have someone coming on for music, hopefully. There's going to be a couple more people on the crew. You're going to see a few more faces on the channel. I'm just really excited to be working with the new setup, with all of the new stuff that I have, seeing how I can really sort of stretch my potential now. I wanted to thank you all so much for watching again. I realize it's been a long time. I'm sorry. I'm getting back into it. I'm getting back into it. I really am. And hopefully for good this time. Hopefully we'll have more consistent posting. I won't be doing like a sketch like every week because being a high school senior, my schedule's pretty turbulent. But I will be trying to do one every other week, getting one done and putting it up on the channel, and hopefully they'll get better and better. The one that I've referenced a couple times in this vlog was shot before we had all of our audio equipment, so we're still using the Nikon here, the lovely Nikon that's filming me right now, but we just did not have all of the audio stuff. So you'll be hearing a lot of stuff better in the next few videos. So yeah, until next time, I'm Seth from CubeTalk Productions, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching.